Okay, good evening all. Let's do a quick trade breakdown for today, um, and just see some of those fine trades we took today. So if you look at the our members 5TT Profit Club, um, 5TT Profit Club Telegram group. Um, so September 3rd. So at this point, I was going towards 2 to 1 here. Um, in the morning. Then some of our members, this is a very good trade actually. Two trades here, 0.21, nicely done. And then Bucci as well, his gold trade. He's on a challenge, he's on a personal challenge, and he's this week I think the challenge on his plan is to do a a trade with profit of about $200. And that's it. If you can, so he has levels. Without wasting too much time on this. So the level he came into the week with um, was to hit a 200. I think it's $200 profit. Mind you, he started this from level one with just $20. Right now, he's probably made a cumulative of probably about $700, $800. If I'm correct on this. But anyway, so this was some trades he took today. Was just showing it, and then I'll show you what came out in the market later on. But this evening I posted this, which was almost 10 to 1 on this, and that's what I'm going to break down today. Okay, so let's quickly get to it. Right, so today at the start of the day, first of all, if you go to the weekly time frame, remember today is just Tuesday, so the week had started off. Um, so last week, price had actually dropped from this area here. There is this thing here is actually a zone on a smaller time frame, right? So price has come into it, and last week closed bearish. So this week started off. Yesterday was bank holiday in America, Labor Day. So anticipate that this week will possibly drop. Possibly drop. We don't know. Let's see. But these first 2 days have confirmed that possibly the week will be dropping slightly. Price still needs to get to maybe this area. Maybe now, maybe later. Um, but yeah, it's based on that we started to look for bearish opportunities. Daily time frame, we can see what price did here, right? So couple of days price has been bearish. Then yesterday was a breeder candle on a low volatility day, momentum day because of the holiday, and then price has come into here. What price has also done on the daily is come into this area here. It's possible that price will break it, so it completely mitigated that. Okay, so yeah, so we're looking at a bullish kind of bias day, right? And so that's what then led us to, in fact, even the H1, when you look at H1, these are all the things that we looked at today. You can see what price is doing: high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? At this time, so this was the beginning of the day. At this time, it was lower high. So the option was for price to come below here and take out this low. So we were open to that. So if you now go down to where I take my trades from, which is the 1 minute time frame. So I was already biased bearish on this, right? And so we watched the Asian session and what price did during the Asian session, right? And what we could see at the time, right? Because that was what price was looking like at the time when the day started, right? So what did we have here? We had price give us all these, price came down, gave us high, low, then this high took this, so price pierced in this and took this high out, and then followed through to the bottom side, taking out all this low soap, which meant that this area here was kind of confirming some sort of liquidity sweep, right? Price kind of swept liquidity around here. So that's why price came all the way down, because it took some liquidity from here and it's come all the way down, fulfilling, critical and structural, pattern, breaking structure as it was going. Okay, so let's get this, right? So that's liquidity sweep there, and so come London session, so end of Frankfurt, which is 8 a.m. So once we hit 8 a.m. there, um, we then started to watch what price was doing. So immediately price did this, so came down to this area here, right? And with momentum moved up to the upside. I was then waiting for price to come into some sort of area here. So we started to look at this. And so when you take a look at this, and we go all the way, right, high that led to that low there, right? And so when you look at that, in fact, went 2 minute time frame. When you go into the 2 minutes, you can see that we have this sort of first of all, this area here is my sweet spot. So I took a trade from 78. In fact, I looked at this in the morning and I checked this out, and it was about 14, 13, 14. Okay, it was about, yeah, 13, 12 pips. And I didn't want to risk 12 pips, so I went for this area here, right, which was about 9, right? But I went for a 10 pip stop loss on this, right? So my first trade was here. So that was my first trade with a 10 pip stop loss, right? And so I then, this is where when I posted this was when price got to 221 around here, um, and then price got to 2.8, right? Price got to 2.8 and did not hit 2.9. Did not hit 3 to 1. And so at this point I moved stop loss to break even, right? And then watched this. So this was a high that led to a low, and it broke the structure here, so giving me another potential opportunity, right? But by the way, out here on the 2 minutes, take a look at what was also here, because we marked this out in the morning. If you take a look at what we posted earlier. So this area here was an interesting one for me. There was a fair value gap here, and there is this order block here, which is the extreme. So we went for, if you check this out, then we'll mark out this whole area, right? So we had this whole area as extreme. Let me see if I actually showed it here. Yeah, so you can see we had this area as extreme, right? Already marked out. Let's see in the morning. Yeah, so in the morning we're watching this with the area we watch M2 supply, and then we're watching this high, right? Um, so that was there, and then we had this area as well. All right. So based on that, that's why we took that first trade. So when this then came down, gave me this pullback, and um, not just a pullback, what it also did was it took out some liquidity here. So some trend line liquidity there. So that was like a sweep that followed through breaking structure, right? And so I took a trade. Right? So there's a break of structure there. Um, and so this area was an interesting area for me. And so I took it. I took a second trade here. This price came back up, right? That was also a sell trade, right? Well, that was a 6 pip stop loss there. It was up there, and my 321 was around here, right? But that trade failed, right? And so remember the first one, my break even was already around, it was around here, right? And so price then came back, took me out of that trade, right? But watch this, I was on a one-to-one call this afternoon when price then came into this area here. Now, if you drop to 1 minute, you will see what very, very nice setup, lovely trade, right? So this candle came into that zone and then pushed back. But then, watch this. We had this take this high out, right? So there was a tiny sweep there, right? And then it followed through because it broke the structure here. Right? Followed through because it broke that structure there. Let's draw it. So there was a break of structure there, and so I then watched this. So this was the move, um, and there was this zone here. Boom. And so once price did what it did and then came back in here, we're in for it. It was very quick. This was only a 37. It hit 3 to 1 at in less than 30 minutes or something like that. Right. So that was the entry. Stop loss up there was a 6 pip trade as well. Right. And in less than 30 minutes we were at 3 to 1. Right. And that was a very lovely partial trade. Um, and then price continued down on to almost well, it got to 8 to 1, almost 10 to 1. So interesting trade. Right now price is, where is price now? Yes, it almost got to just just 8 to 1. Right, and that's it. I'm not in the trade anymore. It's end of day, and that's a breakdown for GBPUSD. Now, Euro USD was similar, so similar arrangement on that as well. So something to in fact, I think I have it here. Yeah, so Euro USD also did something similar. So that's Euro USD here, right? So price came into this area here and dropped, delivering 3 to 1. Stop loss move to break even, take partial profit, takes it out, right? Break even, then the second one comes into the extreme zone there and then delivered 8 to 1 as well. So very nice setup for the day. Okay. Yeah, hope that helps. If you have any questions, you know how to get us, and join the Telegram group and send us an email, and yeah, we'll be always open to support. All right, you take care now. Cheers.